Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Weekend Filler. Weekend Filler is the show that features people just like you all over the Delaware Valley. We like to say we're putting the U back in UHF. For those of you under 30, you can go ahead and Google that. First up, America got to know her as Miss New Jersey. But back home in Magnolia, she's just Brenna White, girl next door.
I'm Brenna White, and I'm Miss New Jersey 2016. When I was 14, I did local, state, and national right in a row. And then each year I've done 1 or 2 local pageants before Miss New Jersey, 12 Miss America organization. And then I've done little things like Miss Mantua and Little Miss Gloucester County and those fun things. Right now, I get to serve the state as Miss New Jersey for an entire year. So when June comes around and I crown a new girl, I'll be looking to get a job. I graduated in May from High Point University, and I started to interview for some jobs, and I'm looking to go into TV, so I would love to be a reporter, just because I've been a South Jersey girl my entire life. So I'd love to report in Philadelphia. My favorite snack foods would be, nuts and berries, and I like to eat healthy a lot. I keep things, healthy before a pageant. After a pageant, my favorite snack food would be cheese curls or ice cream. Being a florist. I was ready for the pageant world. Pageantry can take over your entire world. It takes over my whole house. Gowns and dresses, costuming, and that's kind of my staging area. I have my shoes on the floor. My parade costume is set up on my dining room so that we can bling it and bedazzle it. A picture from my send-off where everybody signed the frame. A picture of the night sky the night that I won. You can see how the stars were aligned when I won Miss New Jersey, which is really cute. I'm excited for the future and to kind of be a normal person. It's been a lot of years of glitz and glamour, and it'll be nice to kind of be just Brenna for a little while.
For over 50 years, karate legend Dennis Knackert has helped his students fight against life's Cobra Kai. We caught up with Dennis at his studio in Wayne, PA.
One, two, three. When I was 19 years old, I squared off against somebody on the street and realized I had no idea what to do. So one of my buddies at that point worked for the telephone company, and he put the telephones in at a karate school. He said, "Oh, that guy's really a nice guy. You should go down and meet him." So I thought, maybe I'll give it a try. Back then, you remember, there weren't very many martial arts schools. And they catch a radial nerve. Then from here, this is going to pick up the rib cage. This is going to pick up the carotid artery. This is going to pick up the solar plexus. This is going to pick up the groin. Right? And then I'm going to step through out. I started in a Kempo school. Kempo is a great system because of its complexity. It's like studying classical music right off the bat. But at the same time I did that, I studied Shotokan, which is a Japanese system. And the Japanese system has stronger basics, stronger fundamentals. Kempo is a little more advanced than that. So I had both of those influences, and then the organization that I was with hired Joe Lewis. Arguably, at least in that era, by far the best fighter that existed. He was voted that by his peers at least twice. But I'm going to do it by the counts. So when I go 1, 2, each of us wants to discover about ourselves. That's how we build our esteem, and everything we do is based around our esteem. So by martial arts, by giving people challenges, they overcome the challenges, they say, wow, look what I was able to do. That gives them that inner strength to use other places. And I've got students that I've promoted about 250 black belts, but I've taught thousands of students. And a lot of them will come back and go, wow, I used to get all freaked out in my board meetings. Now my stomach, I'm calm. It doesn't bother me. The guy can say whatever he wants. 1, 2, ready? 1! It's not about combat, like, oh, I can kick this person's butt. It's about, no, I feel good about who I am. What you do doesn't have to influence me. I know what's in here, I know where I am. You have different elements of performance: speed, power, accuracy, timing, conditioning. What's the one I left out? Attitude. Set, 2. The focus now is really showing people how to find out who they are. That's what martial arts is about, discovering who you are. And that's what, makes your life more livable. Down your horse. Together. Yeah. All right, thank you. Thanks for watching Weekend Filler.
And this display here is called Two Heads is Better Than One, and is full of two-headed things or conjoined things.
The spirit of P.T. Barnum is alive and well in Philadelphia on South Street at a thing called Professor Ouch's Odditorium.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Professor Ouch from the Great American Auditorium and the Bizarre Bazaar, and I'm also the tattooer at Philadelphia Eddie's Tattoo Haven. It's a eclectic emporium of everything esoteric. How's that? That's a 25-cent word. As much as when you're young, you're into cutting edge, the latest things. I was always into the fading stuff and having some interest in history, but local history, personal histories and all. Like, I'm not the brightest crayon in the pack, but, I'd find something that interests me and then you would learn. So it was a learning experience as well as feeding myself.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever found?
In the mirror every day. Getting a piece of a real Godzilla suit is pretty cool. Through the auditorium type stuff, I guess the two things would be the last batch of monster babies from a sideshow and sideshow hands. And the best thing we have actually right now is a little bit of Philadelphia history in the museum. Step right up, step right in. You're into the Great American Auditorium and Cabinet of Curiosities. This is a dedication to the history of dime museums, auditoriums, storefront museums, sideshow, and specialty entertainment. I've been a collector and dealer in this stuff for over 20 years, typified by things such as P.T. Barnum's biggest hoax, which would be the Fiji mermaid. In the old days, they generally were monkeys sewn to a larger fish taxidermied. Bigfoot is one of the American folklore, cryptozoological things that we can debate forever. And I have a actual Bigfoot. I have a Bigfoot finger, and another great thing here is things in jars. One of the more popular displays because people just like to see things in jars. And then up above there's the two-headed duck, Donald and Daffy. They're quacky, they're wacky. Auditoriums and the dime stores and the sideshow museums were known for, again, mummies, dummies, and stiffs. So we have a mummy, we have a dummy, and I'm pretty stiff. Harry the Mummy from the Harry's Occult Shop. The Voodoo Devil Man, locked and preserved in an ancient voodoo ritual so he can't get out. And this display here is called Two Heads is Better Than One, and is full of two-headed things or can join things. We have a double-bodied chicken for those that like breast meat. We have the albino otter. It doesn't get any odder than that. We've got drunken frogs. And of course, the card-playing squirrels is also a very popular one. Watch out, the one on the right cheats and the one on the left is nuts. And when people ask me if it's real, I tell them it's either real or real fake, but it's all real.
When Bob Bowling turned 40, he decided it was time to follow his dream of starting a recording studio. Now, 5 years later, he's helping others follow their dreams.
Hi, I'm Bob Bowling, and this is Bob Bowling Audio. I've been involved in bands and music production ever since I was a teenager, and when I turned 40 years old, I decided it was now or never if I want to get into this industry full on, so I sold my business and went public with my idea here to create music for local artists. So one thing that really catches my attention with these young artists that come in here is how advanced they are. I don't know if it's YouTube, the internet in general. When I was their age, I was looking through magazines trying to learn how to play a Randy Rhoads lick. Now they can get it on their phone, and a minute later they can play it. So we have Kennedy Shaw, an amazing singer-songwriter from Millville, New Jersey. She's 16 years old. She plays guitar, she plays piano, she sings.
I know I'm not much, but I can carry a tune. You make my white winters blue.
Her songs and lyrics are beyond her years.
And your fight inside might hate me, but I'll be there, I lied to, so that when the war comes rushing in, I can take the bullets for you.
I work tirelessly until it's what I want it to be, what they want it to be.
And how long do we want it to drop? Like, do you want to hear those last couple notes you played?
I want you to be able to, like, the last few notes I want to kind of, like, disappear, but I want it to be, like, you can almost hear them just because, like, you hear everything up till that point. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they come in here with great ideas, and I like to offer them guidance and tell them the things that I didn't know when I was their age.
Yeah, and that's the focus. This will be tucked in the background.
Okay, so Sarah James is an acoustic singer-songwriter. She has a partner she plays with, Jack Rears, who plays bass and drums on her tracks.
Someday when you finally wake up, I'll be the girl you wish you had. The only promise that I won't be here, won't be waiting for you to come back.
For just being two people, it sounds like a full band. It's really great. Not even, I don't want to say considering they're teenagers, they're just amazing. I work tirelessly until it's what I want it to be, what they want it to be, that we can present it to, hopefully, the world. You know, my name's on it. My name's on the back of that album, too. So it's important. You know, a lot of people feel music is dead. They hear modern-day productions with drum machines and programming and computers. Music is very much alive. I see it every week.
I'm Kennedy. Thanks, PHL17. That's a wrap. That was the most fun I've ever had.
Variety Ataxia started in 2007 with the Bryan family when their son Kyle was diagnosed with Friedreich's ataxia.
Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of Bianca's Bike Tours. I'm Bianca and I just rode my bike from the Philadelphia Museum of Art down the Schuylkill River Trail to the Schuylkill River Banks in Center City, then across town to Penn's Landing. Next, we're going to see Race Street Pier, and then from there we're going to close the loop and go back to our starting point at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. To get to Race Street Pier, ride along Penn's Landing going north. Then, when you can no longer go north at Penn's Landing, go on Columbus Boulevard until you get to Race Street Pier that'll be on your right and it overlooks the Ben Franklin Bridge. Race Street Pier is so cool because it's an old pier that was renovated into a park. And it's a nice place to just come and hang out and kick back and just enjoy yourself. Let's hear from Randy one more time about Race Street Pier as a bicycle destination.
Philadelphia bike sharing is a little bit over a year old. It was a 10-year process in the making, but now that it's here, it is really great. There are locations all over the city and not just in Center City, Philadelphia. There have been over 500,000 trips taken by Philadelphians on the bike share bikes, which makes it one of the fastest growing bike shares in the whole country. And there is a brand new bike share station on Race Street Pier. And it is well used. There's a bike lane right next to it. And I think it helps make Race Street Pier a great destination for cyclists, whether they lock their own bikes up here. There are also bike parking stations here, or if they rent a bike anywhere in the city and want to come down here.
Now it's time to close the loop. The best way to get back to the Philadelphia Museum of Art from here is to take Columbus Boulevard. Take the bike lane all the way up to Spring Garden, make a left, and it's a straight shot from there. So we rode from the Race Street Pier all the way back to the Art Museum. It's been a great trip and a lot of fun, so I'll see you all next time.
Fight against Ataxia is very near and dear to us at PHL 17. Every great fight needs a hero. Our hero is Kyle Bryant.
Ataxia started in 2007 with the Bryan family when their son Kyle was diagnosed with Friedreich's ataxia. So it started as one family's reaction to a diagnosis with a rare progressive neuromuscular disease that has no treatment or cure. And Kyle's now on staff at the Friedreich's Ataxia Research Alliance, and it's grown into a series of single-day bike rides across the country.
This is Kyle Bryant. My family started ride ataxia. You know, I was diagnosed at age 17 and was really scared, didn't know what to do. And a few years later, we decided to do something about it, and we rode our bikes from San Diego to Memphis, and that was kind of the beginning. And you know, when I first started, our goal was to raise $30,000. We had no idea how we were going to get it done. And then fast forward to today, it's blowing my mind that we have raised $300,000 today. And I'm just so grateful for all the people that come out to participate and the families and all the fundraisers.
We can't all look in a microscope and necessarily find out how to treat and cure Friedreich's ataxia, but we can all get out there and raise awareness and raise funds. And we're always so humbled and moved by the families that step up and do that.
I think that's the real magic. I think a lot of people find a lot of hope here today. I know I sure do. And, you know, a lot of camaraderie, and we're just having a great time together.
For more information or to donate, visit rideataxia.org/Philly.
When the executive producer of your show has 3 adorable daughters, and those 3 adorable daughters have 6 adorable bunnies, you get footage like this next clip.
This is Daisy. This is Hops. This is Fluffbutt. This is Tiny. This is Gizmo. This is Spike.
So that's our show. Thanks for letting us fill a little of your weekend. Don't forget you can get all these spots on weekendfiller.com. Until next week, I'm Tony Romeo, and I'll see you on the internet.